Hi, I'm Ted from Everything Attachments, and we're going to show you our new pallet forks. They're laminated together. The only reason we even started to build these is because we simply cannot get any forks from anybody or with any shipping dates to be able to ship you anything. So just out of necessity, we came up with an idea. So come on in here, Nate, and look at it really tight. So what this really is, even though it looks like there's a lot of strips of metal here, only the two outer ones and the 1 center 1/4 inch go all the way up, all the way to the top, and burn the top hook and the bottom hook into it. So there's nothing welded to the back of these forks as there commonly would be. There's no heat applied to the heel where it would be bent. That's just simply cut in that shape. I've already seen a couple of people thinking that these latches would be a weak point, and I can't say they're perfect, but they're what's in 90% of every fork ever made that we've ever seen or dealt with. The pin itself really doesn't do much except keep them from, like if you're on a heel and they're bouncing, from sliding around. When you put pressure on them sideways, that fork locks right there. It's not the pin that's keeping it from getting pushed over. Not that you couldn't push right here and get it to push, but basically anything you do, it's going to be the heel of the fork and the clip on the back wedging and pinching that. Not that. That's just to keep it from floating around while you're moving, basically. But we'll see as time goes on what it does if you try, pushing things around. But it should lock right there. So the ratings for forks are pretty much at 24 inches. So we're going to lift this pile. This is 3/16 Hardox. We've weighed it. It's a little over 2,500 pounds. We're going to pick it up first. I would do it on one of my tractors, but after looking at the lifting loads of my tractors, even the M, the M would pick it up here, but it's not going to pick it up on the end. And picking it up on the end is going to kind of be like our safety rating. It should pick up 2 to 1 to what it's, so it should pick up 2,400 pounds, 2,200 pounds at 24 inches times 2 to be a safety rating. So our safety rating will be like triple rated when we try to pick it up near the end of these forks. So it's cold and wet outside and muddy. Snow's still on the ground. It's supposed to snow again tonight. And I know in North Carolina people are thinking they're in a lot colder weather because I've seen them post it. So there's 1/8 of an inch of a Hardox. So basically all of this is hollow. There's a 1/4 inch rail that runs right down through the middle. The rest of this is hollow. There's a 1/8 of an inch piece of Hardox put here and 1/8 of an inch Hardox put up here at the top. So for right here and right here, it's just a covering. We covered the bottom, so if you get mud in them, you won't be dropping it in later in your garage or something and making you mad. It really doesn't do anything but keep the mud out of the hollow spot. So these forks actually weigh half. These forks are weighing 45 pounds a piece. We're going to see how they're loaded. They may break. This is totally different than anybody else has ever done it. We have applied for the patent on it. We'll discontinue the patent if this doesn't work. If it does work, we'll keep on going. We'll see how it does. We can always make these rails thicker. This is a 3/8 rail, 1/4 inch, and a 3/8 rail, and that's it. So that's why they're able to be half the weight. So that's going to give your compact tractor whatever this will lift, and you'll see here in a minute, but it's going to give your compact tractor no matter what. Even with the lightest forks that we make for 2,200 pounds, these are half the weight. So you're going to get 100 pounds of extra lifting capacity no matter what, if these go right. So we're just going to slide under here, pick all the way to the heel. We're going to pick up this 2,500 pounds, and then we'll pick it up at 24 inches towards the end and pick it up again for our safety rating, and then we should be ready to ship. This is totally untested, so if it breaks, it just breaks. You know, with that board right there, I'm already gonna have to pick them up and slide them backwards. This is one of our newer forklifts that I don't drive. So I'm just gonna push that board on up. Oh, there we go. Are we up to the hill? Okay, well, let's see what that does. All right, so there's 2,500 pounds. Oh, we're not near the hill. Okay, so I'm gonna, well, so anyway, it picks it up there. I wouldn't get under it. I'm gonna bounce it just a little bit. That's more than I can really do with a tractor. I don't hear any popping or cracking, so pretty much any compact tractor is not going to exceed the limits of this forklift. This forklift weighs in excess of 9,000 pounds and is rated to pick up a full 5,000 pounds to full height. So I can't really tell. I can see the forks deflecting a little bit, but they're supposed to. As long as they return back to flat is all that matters. I'm already at the end of where I was going to do my final testing about. Well, I'm gonna back up a little bit. Is that even? So that's way more than a double test to go out that far. I don't think any compact tractor is going to exceed that, none I know of. And so I would guess they're ready for shipping. I hate to bounce it around there on the end like that, but I think that's pretty good. Let's see what they look like. We waited till lunch so everything was quiet in here where we could do it inside. Peeled a little metal back there. That Hardox is going to cut the whiz out of you. But that was Hardox on Hardox, so anything else I don't think would have scraped it. All right, well, it looks like they're both still level and they're both still at 90 degrees. And the only reason that peeled back is because what we were putting on, it's like diamond on diamond. That little piece there is going to take a chisel and a hammer to knock that off. It definitely would have peeled up on a standard set of forks also. I think we're good. It looks like everything's good. We're gonna just to give it a little side load because of the way they are hollow in the middle. There is a cross brace in the middle to give it some force for side load. So we're gonna pick up what's overrated for these forks and jerk it. The forklift will be able to jerk it around with this much weight hanging behind it better than a tractor will. We keep getting out further and further. That ought to help. Oh. I know what I could do that would help. We'll put all the weight on one, kinda. Yeah, that pretty much picked it up off that one old fork. So you got the whole amount on that one fork there. If that didn't bend it, I don't know really what will. We'll see if it did. It could have. Straighten it back up a little bit. Push them into the middle. They're dead even, but they're touching dead even. Oh, we got rid of our little booger that we had. And with what we did, all the locks seem to work perfect. I think we're good. So the everything attachments will start shipping forks soon. They're not available for anybody that I know of. We can't find them from anybody we know of. So we're just gonna make them and send them out.